I did my PhD in material science, and the focus was on powders, but it was more related to catalysts in cars. But then along the way, I just realized that I'd learned a whole lot about powders. And then naturally making a skincare product line that's waterless with a lot of powders involved in the ingredients just became probably second nature. I would say along the way after the PhD, I have picked up skills in product development as well as in formulation science, and combining all of that together, as well as sustainability. That's where Reuel has just grown from being a countertop business to being, a powerhouse of natural skincare solutions. So I have experience in doing life cycle analysis and looking at, carbon emissions and what's happening, in nature, basically in our environment these days because of the carbon emissions that are happening within the environment. So how it links in with my product range is that these products are helping in reducing that. But not only that, when you think of nature, nature is cyclical, but then most of our processes in industry are linear when you think about it. We make something, we use it, and we throw it away, and it ends there. But then when you look at nature, even if you look at the rain cycle, water rains, it goes in the ground, it comes back again, and it's cyclical. So this product range is cyclical in nature because that's where nature is intended to work. So all the ingredients we use, they are supposed to be able to come back into the environment in a similar way the way nature works. So I think we're inspired by nature and that cyclical process. When you think of circularity, even in sustainability, it all comes together in the same way. My first client was my baby. And she was only 3 months old, and she was starting to get really dry skin and looks like she was going to get eczema at some point. So I went on Amazon looking for shea butter, lavender oil, trying to fix this. And then from there, I'll have to say she does not have eczema, and her skin is perfectly fine. But that was my first client. That was the birth of it. It was to do with helping people with dry skin conditions, oily skin conditions, marks that won't go away, hyperpigmentation, where you have one dark patch, one light patch, it was all to do with that, but harnessing the power of nature to fix those things instead of just relying on very harsh chemicals that still go in your body. We are so invested in putting things in your body that are natural, the same way you eat good food and you select your food, on the plate to eat the right things. Even your skincare, we're trying to do the same through that. So the 7-day skin clarity guide is trying to bring simplicity into your skincare, the same way our products which we sell are trying to do the same thing. We're trying to make it easy for people by saying it's not that complicated. When you look at most skincare regimens these days, they are made up of a whole host of products, maybe 10, maybe 15, before you go through your preparation for the day. So what we are proposing with the Skin Clarity Guide is to actually strip all those things back and bring a more simplistic approach to how you take care of your skin, such that from day 1 to day 7, by the end of the week, you're supposed to have a much more simpler skincare regimen and also much more clear skin by stripping out a whole load of materials. So it goes back even to sustainability. We're not just talking about environmental sustainability, but financial sustainability, because this will actually help you even with the amount of money you spend on your skincare. I think faith makes everything come together. So without faith, it's impossible to do anything. When you think of anything that's created in the world, it's created from nothing. Even all the products that I'm here presenting today, they once were not in existence, but by faith, they came into existence. So faith plays an important role in my business in that it is what actually brings things to life. So with my belief in God and creation and how He's created the world, I believe even in every single product created, it's almost like a stamp from Him to say, here's the solution for your skin, because He's always taking care of us.
Any final messages to your audience out there with oily skin?
Oh, my oily skin friends, I'm one of you. And I'm here to tell you, buy yourself a bottle of Q5 Elixir. I've been using it for the last 5 years and it has completely transformed my life. I have gone from spreading oil from my nose to different parts of my body to having no oil at all. Sometimes I even surprise myself. So that's what I would say. If you have oily skin, get yourself a bottle of Q5 Elixir. So you can find us at reuelnature.com. That's REUELNATURE.com. You can also find us on Instagram and on TikTok and on Facebook at Reuel Nature.